Yeah.
Start in one years, we are planning and running one. We are just waiting another one. So, very good evening to all of you. This is our fourth day, and uh, today again we have two very uh, dedicated and experienced speaker in their domain. Will be taking two topics, two sessions. So I'm Dr. Amitabh Ahmed. I'm your host for the last 3 days, this fourth day, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this faculty development program session. We are honored to have two distinguished and speakers with us today who will be providing invaluable insights into crucial aspects of entrepreneurship. Our first topic today is legal and regulatory aspects of entrepreneurship. As many of you might be knowing, navigating the legal landscape is a fundamental aspect of starting and running a successful business. So, from business registration and compliance to protecting intellectual property, understanding these legal essentials are very vital for any entrepreneur. To enlighten us on this topic, we have Dr. Pradeep. He is an assistant professor from Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, Kerala. Dr. Pradeep brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise in the field of business law and entrepreneurship. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pradeep P N. So over to you, sir. You are on mute, sir. Your voice is not. So your voice is very low. Yes, sir. We can hear you, but your voice is a bit low. If you can increase the volume, it will be better. Other people in the house, are you able to listen properly? Anyone? Anyone in the house? Can you please unmute and let us know if Professor Pradeep is audible?
No, he is not audible.
Yes, sir. We cannot hear you properly. Yes, sir. Your voice is very low. It is not audible. Hearing is there, but your voice is very. Same, sir, same.
Hello.
Yes,
Now it is okay.
this is okay, sir. It's perfect.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much, both Commerce and Management Association of India as well as Diana Sagar College of Arts and Science and Commerce, Bangalore, for organizing such a wonderful workshop. Now it is the fourth day. It is on the relevant and most particular topic because we are covering because the whole the country is on a moving stage as well as for the startup and entrepreneurship was concerned, and a lot of things are happening around us in the innovation and entrepreneurship, even in college level, in the other institutions level. They are setting up a lot of research and development centers across India. So the government as well as even the public bodies and the private sector is pumping a lot of money to support these kind of initiatives for government, as well as the CSR funds. A lot of CSR funds are also giving to many colleges which has vibrant IEDCs and startup initiatives. In this context, it is the most relevant because the faculty, they should be the or they are the main pillars of whatever initiatives of students as well as even the faculty. Entrepreneurships are also supported by many universities even in Mahatma Gandhi University. They have already ratified this faculty entrepreneurship, and many other colleges also they have started to bring this faculty entrepreneurship into their level. So in this context, we are strictly following that process. In that, I think we have started with the introduction about the innovation and entrepreneurship. Now we are in the fourth year. We have landed into the legal and the regulatory aspects of entrepreneurship. So, like we have decided about our project or entrepreneurship. Before that entrepreneurship, there may be some component of innovation, because without innovation there is no entrepreneurship. Otherwise it will be purely called as business. So if it is some innovation is there, then only we can call it as entrepreneurship. So once you decided on your entrepreneurship or idea, then it is inevitable to have a legal structure for our entrepreneurship or our startup, whatever mode we'll call us. So today we'll see what are the legal and regulatory aspects of entrepreneurship in Indian as well as in Kerala context. Then the three questions that we have to answer, if we can answer it properly, then our issue is sorted out. Okay, so why this legal and regulatory compliances has to be followed by one entrepreneur or innovator? Then what kind of compliances that he has to follow in present scenario, and when he has to have this kind of compliances and registrations in his company. So this will be the overview of today's session. Understand the legal and regulatory framework. It is if we ask why it is important, means the first and the foremost thing is avoid legal issues, because we know if we have started our business and we are not doing anything, there is much in our balance sheet, we are not in profit or we are in loss, no one will be bothered about our company and anything. But once we start have something in our balance sheet, or we started to have a profit in our account, then the people, the regulatory people, as well as people from many parts, they'll start inquiring about what all business you are doing, whether you have excuse me.
Meanwhile, I'm proud to inform all the members here, participants, that all the speakers who are coming from day one up till now, they are all lifetime members of Commerce and Management Association. So in the Commerce and Management Association, what we are doing is we invite people to, okay, sir, his joined.
So I'm sorry. Okay, so the first and foremost thing was the avoid legal issues. And the second is that anyway, why we start our enterprises is to have a sustainable growth in our life, both in a professional and in a personal way. And if we want to ensure that the development is in a sustainable growth and protect from other liabilities, we should have the proper legal and regulatory aspects on time. Then we start with the business registration and compliances. We have normally we have four type of business structures in our business. So if we decided to start our business, then we should have any of this kind of business structure with should have. Normally, the people they start with the sole proprietorship. That means only that person who are the promoter that he will be sole individual. He will be the person who is looking after everything. He will be putting all his effort, money, and whatever liabilities also belongs to him only. So that is called the sole proprietorship. And then we have the partnership firm. We can have a agreement in 5,000 rupees stamp non-judicial stamp paper. Either you can register or non-register. If it is registered, then you can go for the limited liability partnership firm. Then it's the commonly known this private limited company. And once it is you are ready to issue your IPO, then you will become a public limited company. You can convert it to a public limited company. And the registration process is that I'll be just touching in, and the details will be following in the next slides. If you are wanted to start a company, then you should have this DSC, Digital Signature Certificate, for the members. And for the directors, it is a director identification number. It is called DIN number. Only getting this to digital signature and the DIN number, you can file your application for to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs for starting your the business structure, whether it is LLP or it is private limited company or is public limited company. Then other compliances, like once you have your company, then you have to take the necessary compliances like GST, because we know without GST registration, we can't do any kind of transactions in our, either you can't buy anything or you can't sell anything. So you should have GST registration. Even a lot of people without GST registration also work. But the issue is that if you approach any retailer or wholesaler for trading your product, they will simply if they want they don't want to have business with you, they will simply avoid you by asking if you have GST registration. No, then we can't do business with the non GST registered people. But if it is service sector, you need not to pay any taxes beyond your 30 lakhs annual turnover. As in for the production sector, it is 20 lakhs. So you can register your company, you can take the GST registration, and you need to just file your GST filing without paying anything. If you cross this threshold, then only you need to pay the GST, the tax. Then the PAN number and PAN number. Then you need to have this annual filing to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. And also you have to adhere to the labor laws and environment regulations, whichever applicable in your state. Then coming to the business, the registration process. The first one is, as we discussed, the DSC and DIN number, digital signature certificate and director identification number, that are mandatory for company directors. So we will start with that. Then we will search for the name. Whatever name you are selecting for your company, you have to ensure that that name is available in Ministry of Corporate Affairs, because if you want to start a company in the name of Tata, no doubt you will not be getting it. That means any kind of resemblance with any other companies, that names you will not be getting, because it is clear that you want to take advantage of that company's reputation and privilege. So the company will not be giving that kind of resemblance to any of the names. So the names that you have to reserve, and you have to ensure that whatever name you are chosen for your company is available with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. That is the second. The third is the incorporation. That means the file incorporation documents, whatever documents they are asking, the memorandum of association between your partners, and the article of association, and the registrar to the registrar of companies. Normally, all those things we need the company promoter or someone no need to worry about that, because we have to depend some company secretaries and professional chartered accountants. They will do all these things for the companies, because otherwise we have to create a lot of papers. We have to first you have to obtain this digital signature, everything. So it is better to approach a competent authority like a chartered accountant or a company secretary agency. They will, because they have the practice of doing it for many companies. So they will eventually do it in a short period of time. But individual in their own capacity also they can do it, no issue with that. And once we submitted all these applications, your PAN and TAN application also. Once the ROC, Registrar of Companies, approved this incorporation, then you have to apply for this PAN and TAN number. TAN, permanent account number, and tax deduction and collection account number, TAN number, from Income Tax Department. And then with that stage, you can start your work. But for the safer side, you need to apply for the GST also. So this is the process. We have taken DSC number and DIN number. Then we have applied for the approval for the our structure to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. And then once the approval was received, we'll apply for the PAN and TAN applications, and then finally you will apply for the GST registration. And if it is a startup privilege, if our company need to be called as a startup, then we should have some kind of other registration that I will follow. Along with the whatever registrations we have, we said in the last slide, we need to have state-specific licenses also, like shops and establishment registrations. Then professional tax with the local body, if it is Gram Panchayat or the corporation, we need to have the professional tax registration, and the trade license from local authorities. And if it is a packed product from your company, then you should have a packing license from the department also. Then other labor law compliances. If you are you have more than 10 employees, you should have this. Even without 10 employees also, nowadays they are asking for the registration. Then we need to have employee welfare measures to be in our company. Then most importantly, environmental regulations, because this the pollution control people, they will inspect all the corners of our company. So compliance with the Kerala pollution, if it is on the Kerala pollution, but it is state specific. Wherever it is, the pollution control board regulations are same. There will some categories there, like white category and green category. White category, it is completely exempted from the pollution control board certificate, because in that white category, most companies are in the service sector, and so there will not be any kind of pollution. And green category, the other small industries where less amount of pollution will be there. So some kind of registration is needed. But if it is orange category and if it is red category, it is highly, they'll be conducting inspections, regular inspections, and you need to get their approval. Then only you can start your business. So that four category of categories there as per the pollution control board regulations. Then the annual filing, sorry, regular submission of financial statements and annual return to the registrar of companies. Normally in the quarterly we have to file our balance sheet, our accounts. Then the most important initiative from the government of India in 2016 by the Bajpayee government, BJP government, to promote the entrepreneurship. For that intention, they have started the Startup Initiative. The objective of that program was to simplify the startup registration. We know that before that it was very complicated procedure the one has to follow to get his company registered. Now it is somewhat very easy to, if you have any idea, within 10 days you can start your enterprises. That kind of simplicity they have put in the registration. So the objective was to simplify the registration, offer tax benefits, improve funding, and foster innovation. And the key features, the benefits include self-certification. We can self-certify many of the laws and compliances. Startup India Hub. There is a Startup India Hub. You can search in the web where a lot of informations are available about the schemes, how to apply, all those things. Then the patent filing. We'll come to the patent later. If you want to apply for the patent, then if it is a startup company, the process will be very smooth and it is very speed. And you may get some fund from the SIDBI. SIDBI is managing this seed money fund for the startup initiative. And if your company is eligible for that, you will be getting a fund from that startup initiative also. And once you receive the status of Startup India from the DPIIT, that means the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Once it is with you, then you have the privilege. You can get income tax exemption up to 3 years. Then easier exit. Easier exit means not all the companies will sustain. Many on an average national conversion rate or startup success rate is up around 10% of the if 100 new units are started, only 10% of the unit will complete 10 years. So if in between you, the promoters or the company, you want to exit from that, if it is a startup initiated startup company, then it will be very easy to exit. And a lot of other rebates and on patent cost, because for patent filing you need to file you need to give money, but for startup then they will be giving some kind of rebates. Even some cases 90% of the patent filing amount will be subsidized for the startup projects. And the current status of startups in India, around 99,000 startups recognized by the government of India through that Startup India portal by 2023. And interestingly, 49% of these startups is from the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Like the tier 2 cities like Visakhapatnam, Nagpur, Gundur, Nellore, Vellore, those kind of cities. And many of them are from the tier 3 cities. Our Kochi is also comes under the tier 3 cities like Amritsar, Bhopal. A lot of other cities are also there. So 49% is from the tier 2 and tier 3, and 51 is from the top tier 1 cities like the Bangalore, Delhi, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, and Kolkata. All these places. This also spread across 69 districts from 36 states and union territories. And as on 31st March, India is home to around 108 unicorns. Unicorn means the startup company which have a turnover of more than 1 billion US dollars. And the total valuation is somewhere it is 340 billion crores. And in the period of 2021 itself, 44 unicorns with a valuation of 93 billion have started in India. That is the fascinating part of the Startup India initiative. And in 2022 itself, 21 unicorns with a total valuation of $26 billion also born in India. And through this startup initiative, the government has simplified 57 regulations with regard to business. And the Startup India portal, it is a virtual incubation platform for the startup ecosystem where you will be able to network with a lot of similar people and have access to resources, the financial resources, the data resources, and a lot of other information. And the tool, templates, a lot of things are available in this Startup India portal. And how we will check whether our company is eligible for startup? The company age, the age should be less than 10. From your date of incorporation, it should not cross the time of 10 years. If you cross 10 years, then you will not be eligible to call as startup. Then the company type should be private limited company or registered partnership firm or limited liability partner. Then only you will be eligible for startup. Then your annual turnover should not cross 100 crores in any of the last 3 years financial year. Then it should be an original entity. Like you will be splitting something from your own company and making another, and you will be calling it as a startup. It will not work. And the final is it should be an innovative and scalable project, not like the copying some business idea from somewhere and you start. It should be have a scalable and innovative idea. Then only you will be getting the Startup India registration. And this is the procedure you have to follow. First one, you have to log into the Startup India registration. Then then you need to sign up, make your own profile. Then register if you have registered your company, then you can start with the details. Create an account of the Startup India website and fill the necessary details about your startup. Then apply for the Department of Promotion and Industry and Industrial Trade recognition by providing essential documents and business details. And once you received your Startup India unique ID, then you have access to various benefits, include tax exemption. You will be exempted from paying income tax for first 3 years, and easier compliances also, and the funding support like the fund from SIDBI. And in the compliances and reporting, your regular compliances with the DPIIT guideline and submit annual report to maintain this recognition status. Otherwise, your startup registration or startup privilege will be losing if we fail to submit the required documents. And these are the benefits. These are the benefits if you have this startup registration. Less regulatory burden through online self-certification under 5 labor laws and 3 environment laws. Now it is 5 labor laws and 8 environment laws. You can exempt it if you are following this startup. And fast tracking of patent application and rebate in filing fee. You'll be getting up to 90% rebate on your patent filing, and tax holiday for the consecutive 3 years for eligible startup. That means you will need to pay any income tax for first 3 years. And easier and faster process for winding up the business, that already we have discussed. and eligible to register, the most attractive thing for the startups, because everywhere when you apply for anything they will be asking for your experience. Even for if you want to attend any tender also, they will ask your prior experience in that those sector. But if you are a startup company, you are eligible to register for government e-marketplace GEM as a seller, and the seller directly to government entities and exempted from criteria of prior experience. The government, around 30 percentage of government, if India purchase, they will be making through GEM, and this startup they listed in the GEM, they can directly sell to the government of India, to different departments. And if they want to have any kind of EMD for any quotations, they will be exempted for this submitting this EMD only because they have this Startup India registration. And there are single window clearance system in many of the states. Even the government of India also through this Startup India portal, we can get this the registration. And for the main intention is that to streamline and simplify the process of starting and running business by providing a single point of contact for clearance. Otherwise, if we want to get 15 compliances, we have to go through all the department and get it cleared. It will take years to years to get all these certificates. So through this single window system, clearance system, we need to submit all your applications through any of the channels which will be prescribed by the department. Once you submitted, the rest is the responsibility of that particular body to clear your application. Normally in Kerala, there is a single window system in which the collector will be heading the portfolio, and you have to submit your application. If they fail to give you the clearance in within 30 days, the understanding is that it is available for you. That means you can start your business. All you or otherwise, if they clear all your application, automatically is that whatever compliances that will be given to you for the next 5 years. Only through that period you have to clear other even the pollution certificate also. But the condition is there that it should not be in the red and orange category, and you should not violate any kind of coastal regulatory zone, or some building rules are there, the plinth area, that rules you cannot violate. So if it is within the permissible limit, then the local body, even the local body, shop and establishment license, everything will be granted in that single clearance system. Okay. So this online portal of application, it will real-time tracking. You can track whether what is your the present situation of your application, and it is faster processing of license, permits, and approvals. So this ensures the transparency, reduces the turnaround time, and lot of other money involvement, everything we could reduce or avoid through this, and support only these kind of intervention by the government. Now the growth in the startup is visible. And if it is an MSME, and enterprises for the purpose of this process will have to Udyam registration. Once your company is registered as a company, private limited company, public limited company, or one more category is there, one person company. If the one person is promoting this company, he can get his registration as a one person company from the Ministry of Corporate. That is also possible. And once you are the structure is final, you want to start a company, like you want to start a company in food FMCG, then you need to have an Udyam registration, whether your company is called as micro, small and medium company. So you need to have your registration from Udyam, Government of India, micro, small and medium enterprises. There is a portal called Udyam. You need to have Udyam registration from Government of India. It is all online. You can file from your desktop, even from mobile itself, whatever documents they will be asking, like your Aadhaar, the Aadhaar of that promoter is mandatory, and what kind of business you are doing, like the is it a production sector or service sector, trading, or in that category also what kind of, whether it is in the food sector, like that category is there. You can everywhere you will be getting the drop down menu. From that, just you have to select the appropriate thing, and your link, if you have, your company has a bank account number, you have to link that bank account, and PAN number. Normally for the proprietorship and single bank company, everything belongs to a single person. Otherwise, if it is a company, that's company's bank account, PAN number, TAN number, everything you have to feed into that website. Then once it is completed, automatically they'll be sending the registration certificate to the registered email. You can download it and you can keep it in your company. That is the first and foremost registration for your company, and it is absolutely free of cost. And along with the startup, even the startup India, they have started in 2016. Before that, the Kerala Startup Mission has initiated the same thing in Kerala. The Kerala Startup, it was started, I think, in 2015. Is the central agency of the government of Kerala for entrepreneurship development and incubation activities in Kerala. And the main, the prime objective was to foster the growth of technology-based startup and promote innovation in India. That was the early. Now they are not only looking for this technology-based, even the non-technology-based, the engineering-based startup they are promoting. And the initiative including setting up incubation facility. I'll be giving the details of whatever incubation facilities they have in Kerala. I'll be detailing it. Then funding support, they'll be giving like the idea grant, seed money, angel funding, and this mentorship programs are there. It may maybe vary, depends on this. It will be state specific. Some state it will be there, and the other state maybe they have different strategies. And you will be getting this industry partnership along with the, if you are affiliated to this Kerala Startup Mission. And if you want to have registration in the startup mission, the first thing you have to get the DPIIT number from the government of India side. Then only they will be taking your application for startup Kerala Startup Mission affiliation. Then support services, they have startups with the infrastructure, training, regulatory support, and a lot of events they will be hosting. You can attend those events. This is the initiative. This is the things the startup mission started in Kerala. Approximately they have 10 lakh square feet of incubation facilities across Kerala. In all the district you can find incubation facilities of startup mission. Then they have more than 5,000 technology startups and 45,000 plus innovators through this platform, and 1,500 community events they have hosted. Then they have IEDCs in 466 colleges, innovation and entrepreneurship development centers in most of the. Earlier they have started with the engineering college and science college. Now they are spreading across all the disciplines in management, all the colleges. They have 63 incubators, 15 plus co-working spaces. They are networking with different co-working spaces. They have 4 accelerators. They'll be giving you angel funding or the technology support fab, and they have super fab labs where you can invent you can spend your time. You can invent a lot of things. Fab labs are there, mini fab labs are there, and IoT, Internet of Things labs, IoT labs are there. And through this effort, they have created 15,000 plus ideas, and they have supported 720 ideas, and they have given 25 crore direct from these companies, and 5,500 equity investment in all these companies, and many more they are doing. And now we'll come to the intellectual property protection. That means the first 3 questions, that means we have already almost covered. why, what, and when. Why these compliances are required, and what kind of compliances are required, and when it has to be taken. That means at the beginning itself that we have to strictly follow, or we have to adhere to the compliances. Otherwise, when we start to grow our business, lot of hurdles may, lot of people will be taking advantage of our initiative. They'll be asking you a lot of bribes, or in between you may have to shut down your company because you don't have that kind of compliances. So it is better to have all these, because you are putting all your effort, money, your time, your wisdom, everything. So there should not be any kind of block in between. It should flow smooth as like a river flow in the monsoon time. So that is the advantage of having why, what, and when. So now we'll come to the intellectual property. It's by definition, the intellectual property or IP, usually it is called, referred to as the creation of the mind, such as invention, literary and artistic works, designs, symbols, names, images used in commerce. That is only applicable in commerce. When you are using all these things in your business, then only the IP protection you can get. And the most important is that protecting IP ensures that the creator or the innovator or the inventor can reap the benefit of their creations. If you have a valid patent, if your idea is patentable and it is very scalable, and you can simply give a license to produce. Like an example, I will tell you, during the COVID, the British company, they have invented the vaccine for this COVID, and they simply gave the license to Bharat Biotech and so many other companies around the world, and from that license itself, they got crores and crores in billions. So that is the power of a patent. Okay. So and along with that, you have this the trademarks and copyrights and the trade secrets, and the legal protection for these kind of things. So many laws are there in all the countries where these patents, trademarks, everything will be protected. Because without the proper protection from the government, no one can enforce this patent or IPs. And we'll come to the details of it. The patents exclusive right granted for an invention which provides a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solutions to a problem. You may be invented a new process or a new technology or a new product. You can patent that. You can file the patent application to the respective country, or you can submit your application across all the countries wherever you want to sell your product. The main thing is that if you want to if your company is in India, if you want to sell the product in Australia or USA or China, anywhere, you need to get the patent from those countries. So you parallelly you have to submit to all. There are mechanisms where single window systems is there. You can file your application, and all the countries, the joining countries, they will be taking your application in a systematic, and once they clear, you will be getting. Otherwise, what you need to do is, normally this patent attorneys, they will be doing all these formalities, because a lot of drawings, a lot of paperwork you have to do. Normal case an individual can't do, or a company. Normally they will rely any patent attorney. They are the corresponding agents, and they will file to all the countries. Because if you want to submit your application in China, all the things in your Chinese language. If you want to submit in German, everything as per their law, patent law, you have to obey. So the patent applicant, the attorney, he will be taking care of all those things, and he will be submitting application on behalf of your company or individual. Both company as well as individual can file this patent application, and that is for the patents. And the second is the trademark. You may be noted like there should be a name in that in the right top there will be a R in a circle. That means that that product that name is registered, and you may be finding something like TM. Again, it will be rounded in like a cycle. That means their trademark license, for that trademark license they have applied it. That is in the application type. That's period they can use TM. If it is registered, then they can use it R in the circle. So signs, logos, symbols, words that can be legally registered, and you can ensure that no one is using it. Uh, like the Nike, Jaguar, Tata, everywhere you can find those things. They have registered with the trademark authority. And the copyright normally for the artistic and your literary works, and for the film, music, everything. If it is copyrighted, you can't use it, or anyone can't infringe that. If they infringe it, they have to abide the whatever consequences or protected by that particular law. They have to, maybe a huge amount of compensation they have to give to the patent or the trademark people. So that then the trade secret is there, some kind of like the Coca-Cola and the KFC products. They have the trade secret. They have this registration. So no one, if you can start your KFC outlet, they may be giving you the product, the recipe, but you can't copy the same thing and use it for your own purpose. And the process of registering intellectual property not in Kerala, it's in India. First of all, you have to like the company registration, we search for the company name, it is available like that. Conduct a search to ensure that the IP does not conflict with existing type. Maybe you feel that it is a novel or innovative idea that I have, why the product maybe it's innovative, but when you search in the platform, you can find that a lot of similar products are available. So that means you can't apply for the IP, because automatically, if you started to produce that, you will be infringing that patent granted to that particular person. So you can avoid duplicating that. That will be on the safer side. And if it does not match with any of the IP, or it is not conflicting with any of the ideas, definitely you can file your application. Submit the IP application to the appropriate authority, like the patent, if it is patent authority, or trademark or copyright. And then they will be doing the examinations. The application undergoes a formal examination by the respective IP office. They will be checking whether similar kind of products are there, the patent or the logo, trademark, name, maybe it may be a tagline like for BPL, believe in the best, the most attractive tagline of BPL. And then once it is examined and they didn't find anything unusual, or they feel it is unique, they will be publishing this application in a journal. And it will be there for almost 1 month. If there is no complaint from any of the other similar companies, they will be giving you, or they will be sanctioning your the IP, and it will be published, and your IP is registered and granted. You can use it, and then you can start your revenue generation by either way. You can directly send your IP itself, the patent, whatever patent you have received, you have the right to sell this IP, the patent, to anyone with whatever amount you desired. It is normally the amount you will be getting is depend upon the novelty or innovation or the scalability of that particular product. If it is like the COVID vaccine, that was unique, and though there was no competitor in that, so whatever amount got by that particular company is the money that you have to pay. So that kind of advantage will be there if your product is that much scalable to. If it is scalable to across the world, then you will be getting a huge money as a patent amount. or you can sell the license. You can give a license to a particular period where you can demand a certain amount as a front end money, and later you can for if you produce one piece and you sell it 100 rupees, you can demand 30 rupees as your fee, because the all the invention it belongs to you, or the skill or the wisdom that you have used, you have to get, or they have to repay that money. So that way also you can make money. And and before concluding this, we can see some of the fascinating unicorns from India in the last 10 or 10, 15 years. The the most important one is the Byju's, the learning app. Even the present situation is very pathetic, and some of their main investors, they have just written off their all the investment they had from the Dutch. And once in they have started in 2011, and in 2022, in around 10 years of their time, once they had the capital, or the capitation, it was around 1.83 lakh crores. That was the most valuable startup across the world, and they started to be listing around top 10 in the category. And the most important thing was the interactive and personalized learning experience, and they had around 100 million users during that COVID period. They have grown to this level. And another is the Paytm. It also started in India by 2010, and they have around 350 million users, and they are providing their services like seamless digital wallet and financial services. Many of us using their services. As of May 2024, they have a market cap of 2.62 billion US dollars, and they are the 3,731st most valuable company by market cap in the world. And another is Oyo Rooms, and it is started in 2013. Now they have the presence in 80 countries, and they offer the standardized budget hotel experience across the world in the world. And the company was valued around at 10 billion US dollar. The billion is around 100 crores. And the Zomato, we are all using its services, and it started in 2008, and now it is operating in 24 countries, and they provide food delivery and other discovery platforms, and now they have 1.71 lakh crores is their market capitalization. And the Dream 11, what we can see all the advertisement in the recent World Cup, they founded in 2008, and they have almost 100 million users. We may be wondering how they can sponsor this World Cup like events and in the BCCI Indian team, because they have worth of around 66 crores and more than 66 crores in their market cap. And this is one company from the group of students from India. They have startup. They have invented a product. Their company is called Geno Robotics. It's a robot for manhole and sewer cleaning. That was the most tedious issue the sewage people were facing, and they addressed that problem with their invention. And now in the period of just they have started in 19, and over the period of 5 years they have the market capitalization of around 83 to 133 crores, and now their presence is in 4 countries and 18 Indian states. And that is all about the legal and regulatory compliances, that once you decided to start your own company, or you are part of any company, you want to support them. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, for very comprehensive and enlightening session. Your insights into the legal and regulatory aspects of entrepreneurship are truly invaluable for anyone who is looking to start and sustain a successful business. We appreciate your time and expertise.
Thank
Our
you.
next topic is building and managing startup teams. Assembling and leading a high performing team is critical for success of any startup. Effective recruitment, motivation, retention of key employees can make all the difference in achieving your business goals. To delve into this topic, we have with us Dr. Ipseeta Nanda. She is Professor and Dean IQAC at IILM University, Greater Noida. Dr. Nanda is a respected academic and practitioner with extensive experience in leadership and team dynamics within startups. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ipseeta. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Let me share my screen. The screen, I'm not able to share it.
I've given you permission, ma'am. Try again.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
So my topic is how we are handling it, the startup, that is as the revolution of startup started with the long term of technology. I belong to the School of Computer Science and Engineering, and as my background is technology, so I will be highlighting that how what is the strategy we are developing, what is the thing which we are taking into consideration, and what are the tactics, like what are the strategies which are utilized for emerging technologies. So in the introduction, in this competitive startup landscape, it's like AC in which we are there, and many ideas and many ideation and innovation both are considered, but few are emerging and few are dead. So for that reason, we have to build a strategy, the business strategy, which is very, very important. And we give importance to business strategies in traditional ways. So this is the background which is considered. Like in case of background, we see the analysis and research work. Like this is one of the paper, that is the paper research paper, which in which I got the best paper award in 2024. And in this, it is highlighted that what is the thing which is required in business analytics, business strategy, and business startups. So first, analysis in research and development is required. Then digital transformation, which is very much considered. Then startup to cooperate the tech partners. We have to see that whether it cooperates with our research background, with our strategy, with our startup. So we will be focusing on few technology which is emerging, that is AI, artificial intelligence, blockchain, IoT, that is Internet of Things, augmented reality, that is AR, VR, virtual reality, cyber security. So these are the things which are very much in trend with lot of application. So the role of emerging technologies in startups, which we deal it, and the context which we are taking into consideration is innovation and growth. Because whatever we have learned about the technology in the year 2000 is no more existing in 2024. So always we have to see in 2024 what is the thing which is required, which is in the market, which is in our control, and accordingly we have to plan it up and strategize. So in case of literature review, a cycle process for investing in technologies are required, that is invest in emerging technology, then tracking on emerging technology, then deploy the automation and artificial intelligence, then embrace distance work and digital collaboration. So these are the things which is required in the cyclic transformation. Let us see what are the things we are focusing on. Like the things which we are focusing on is disruptive innovation. Now, what is the meaning of disruptive innovation? Because these days it is into consideration, that is, the new things which we are developing, we are launching in the market, and we are seeing that the feedback which is considered, we accordingly we plan it up and emerge it. So this is the thing which is required, and accordingly we plan it up and do it. So every time the strategy is important. Then business model innovation, in which we consider e-commerce. E-commerce, everybody knows that what is the revenue which is generated. So e-commerce means we can take Big Basket, that is Reliance, that is also e-commerce. So everything which we are creating lot of revenues through market strategy is considered as business model. And this days innovation is the new technology, like AR BR is taking the market. So these are the things which we consider. Then network, that is ecosystem dynamics, which is connected with Internet of Things. That is interconnectivity. Interconnectivity means we are talking about Alexa or any other things which we consider, like you can see home automation, smart city design, then agriculture, that is agri-tech, because agri-tech, edu-tech, all these things in everything, interconnectivity, network connectivity, wave connectivity is very much required. Then stakeholder engagement, that is social media engagement, that is everyone is aware of social media these days. Each and every product is sellable in the social media. Then financial dependence, that is fintech, whichever funding we are taking from the market, whichever organization we are considering into funding is related to growth and innovation. Then digital transformation is artificial intelligence, automation design, which is utilized for streamline operation, enhance customer experience, and drive innovation. So whatever I'm telling, that is considered as innovation, transformation, and dependency. So platform economy, because that is scalability. So these are the few things which are considered in the startup market and in the development. A lot of things which we have taken, that is the parameters, technology, development, is based on the data analytics. Now, why we are focusing on data analytics? Because for everything, data are required, and for which we are considering the neural network, that is, as everything is strategized. So neural network goes for your computation intelligence, and as a whole the cluster formation of each and every data will be collected, and as per the market requirement, as per the specification, each and everything will be retrieved and accordingly used. So for everything we require data. So all the sensors collect the data, and then it is stored as big data, that is the cloud, and then clusters of cloud, it will be analyzed and will be taken into consideration. So the next slide. So the key emerging technologies, that is the IoT, machine learning, blockchain, AR, VR, and the BIF technology explanation will be considered with objective and hypothesis. Now, what are the objectives? What are the objectives we are considering for each and every startup? So there are 5 primary objectives which is developed. Like firstly, the development of artificial intelligence. Why artificial intelligence? Because I is intelligence and computational intelligence is very much requires, which is related to cobotics. Now, what is cobotics? We have heard about robotics, but these days innovation is such a word that, see, the computational intelligence plus robotics is these days known as cobotics. Now, computational intelligence, we can say that we are talking about computational intelligence in terms of coherent technology, which is utilized for intelligence, which is utilized for emotional intelligence. So here the development is not robotics, it is cobotics, for which we are getting a lot of funding from our Startup India, for which if you are writing a good amount of like synopsis, and submitting a good amount of project proposal and submitting related to robotics, then immediately the funding will be released. Then secondly, that is blockchain technology to power applications such as supply chain management, digital identification, verification, and decentralized finance. So these are the three other departments which are very much now in the market. If you are considering supply chain management, then it will be related to your fintech. Digital identification verification will be going for image processing, that is for biometric and all. Then, and decentralized finance will be going for your fintech. Thirdly, that is IoT, Internet of Things, in which this is not now like previously in 2010, IoT was just a baby. Now it is considered as thirdly. See the innovation, how strong the innovation is going on. So that is over there we were considering wireless sensor network, but these days we are telling Internet of Things. So business owners create network ecosystem for platform sensors and devices. So accordingly, again, data will be collected and then distributed. And then with distributed technology, analytical technology, it will be considered that in which area we are focusing on. Then for fourth, that is augmented reality and virtual reality, AR and VR. This is all the images, all the things are built with new technology, that is AR and VR. VR is very much emerging, and your laptop, desktop, everything can be built with the help of VR. So, excuse me. So finally, we are giving to cybersecurity because this is also a small thing which is really related to our technology, but with a cyber security that is legally adapted, and we can say that ethically everything should be done. So legally we have to sign. Without the legal approval we should not proceed. Like in my earlier, I have seen that legal copyright, legal patent, everything is described, and that is related to your cyber security crime. To minimize the cyber security crime, we have to take the legal permission. So the hypothesis, that is very much a big term in the research implementation. So hypothesis is test and learn. Now what is test and learn? You are launching something in the market, and there what we do, we test it as the buyers and sellers. You can see if the buyers buys your product, not only today, but with the analytical thing, every day or every month or every week we have to see, and accordingly we can proceed. So test means we are testing our product in the market. Learn means we are taking the feedback from the market that whether they are liking it or they are disliking it. So that is the thing we have to see, and in that way, after getting the feedback, after taking the criticize, adapting the criticized comments, we can redefine and improve the ideas. So ideation and innovation can be considered, or we can say that complement and comment both goes parallelly. So for that reason, test and learn. So you are launching the product and then getting the feedback, that is the learning stage. So startup can be failure, startup can catch the market. Accordingly, we have to improve our product with the feedback which is shared by the owners or the buyers. So case study for the successful implementation, in which we are taking the emerging technology and we are considering the outcomes. So outcomes is the specific outcomes, that is the outcomes from the market, that is the feedback, and accordingly we adapt the technology and improve our products. So the 10 strategy or 10 area which is emerging, that is AI. AI means every time we require data for long-term success. Then ethically, socially, and legally, we require successful implementation of rules and regulation, which is implemented these days for in India also. Infonics and data broking, in which strategy business asset is company amount is according to the selling and buying. Then the shift from intelligence edge to intelligence mesh, that is cloud to edge. As I said, that data are collected, but then it is considered as clusters, and accordingly it is planned, and accordingly the architecture is designed. So mesh is an architecture, is a topology which is utilized for IoT. IoT utilizes mesh topology, which is the best topology in which we can connect it anywhere and everywhere. IoT governance, in which we take the governance, creation, storage, use, and deletion. So every time we take the prior, you can see approval, and then accordingly we can expand it. Sensor innovation, that is the market evolve continuously to 2025. New sensors enable the wider range of situation and events to be detected. So slowly, gradually, we are going point wise to strategize our research or strategize our startup. Then we are going for trusted hardware and operating system, because after building the software, somewhere or the other we have to test it, that is the hardware, and accordingly we have to select the operating system. Then, like operating system, we can say that IoT, if you are taking some boards, is related to Ubuntu, otherwise to the Linux, otherwise in something else. Novel IoT user experiences, new four factors, that is new sensors, new algorithm, new experience architecture. Every time these days, as the market is opening, so we have to work with new sensors, new algorithms, new experience of architecture, because young generation required that. So algorithm is the post algorithm which is non-utilized. That is the uniqueness of the product. So USP of the product we have to find out. That is the novelty of the product. How the novelty of the product can be found. That is new strategy we have to take into algorithm, into architecture, into content, and taking some help of sensors. So accordingly we have to build. Then we have to select the silicon chip, because somewhere or the other we have to implement it and then test it and then launch it. So launching the product means we have to give our bit streams, which is generated. Bit streams means it's a digital work, 0 and 1, which is programmed and it is burned in the chip. The new wireless technology, networking technology for IoT, where we explore 5G. Though many people are telling about 6G, still we are dependent on 5G because we have not successfully implemented 5G. So research is going on. So here the finding and conclusion is the prioritizing customer-centric innovation, because customer are the important, because test and learn, whatever feedback they have to give, they will be giving us. Then cutthroat business world of today's entrepreneurs need embrace innovation and take advantage of major technological advances. That is, we have to adopt new technology, we have to explore opportunity, and we have to implement it. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, first is stay connected to the market. Second is adopt new emerging technology like new algorithm, new findings, new proposed algorithms. So accordingly, we have to take explore opportunity. What is the opportunity of the product? Whether it will kick the market or it will accept the market. So that's where we have to say collaborate with industrial and academia. So two things we have to take on. Then recommendation, that is that startup will grapple with the issue, that is data privacy and security, algorithm bias and ethical implication. So legally everything, every approval we have to take for AI. Then the passion to create and courage to innovate and hunger to learn. These are the core mindset, startup mindset, that is the passion to create. So if you are not having a passion, if you are not having clarity in mission and vision, then you cannot create anything. So courage to innovate, courage to failure. That is the failure. If it is a failure, then again you can stand up and again you have to do. The hunger to learn. So hunger to learn means always experimental, always ready to accept the criticism and work on. So that's way we can set up the mind. So here you can say prediction is a key ingredient in decision making under uncertainty. So for prediction, you have to do some experience and then you have to decide and then you have to move on. Otherwise, you cannot catch the market. So like here, we have given in my earlier slide, that is IoT and AI. Let me take you little bit into technology, because as I said in the beginning that I am little bit technical person. So with the startup, I have to give some ideas of technology also. So let us take IoT. That is, IoT means we are providing some unique identifier numbers. That is, what is the unique identifier numbers? Like RFID, you must have seen there are thin black lines and thick black lines with a space. That is 10101. Those codes are utilized, and those are the unique identifiers which are given to our specific network. And that is the ability to transfer data over network without requiring human to computer interaction. So human to human, we can say that that is not machine to machine, it is human to human. That means brains are utilized. The human to computer means machine, human to machine interaction. So that's why we say it's covertics. Coherent is the human, we can say, and robotics is the computer interaction. So 2021, you can see over here, the combustion engine is data. So information is the oil. Information means what? Information is data. So in every engine, information is required. For every analysis, information is required. So 21st century is dependent on information. So we are telling that it's a big data. So in case of introduction, I said that it's a network is connected with the help of web. So giant network of things are connected with the help of web. Web means internet. The relationship with the between people to things, and things to things are given important. So in the first line, you can see connectivity of the device with on and off. Now, what is the on and off? Because we are connecting with the digital technology, we are telling that on means 1 and off means 0. So over there, we are implementing different gates, that is AND and OR gates, which are digital. So let us not go into detail. So why IoT AI is utilized? Because the customer enhanced customer service, customer demand to business is related to AI, IoT and AI. In the ecosystem of IoT AI is the web-enabled smart devices. Like you can see that the market which these days goes on is the boat. Boat is the successful startup, and it has implemented smart watches, smart, you can say, smart headphones. So many things, many applications are there which is related with the boat startup. So they are earning like anything. So benefits of AI in IoT is, like you can see, monitor all business, improve the customer experience, save time and money, enhance employability, that is productivity, integrate and adapt business models, then take the business decision and generate more revenue. So small IoT, that is related to smart car, wearables, smart applications, smart buildings, smart homes, smart TV, smart farming. Then, as I said, that smart health, that is, it is related to healthcare, edutech, then edtech. So again, you can see over here, lithium-based smart world, which is coming up these days. That is lithium battery. You can see here it is Labellium smart world, which is connected to IoT. IoT is considered as one of the market or one of the strategy which is related to AI, artificial intelligence, and many products with the, you can see this is a company Labellium, which is in the market these days with all type of implementation. So it has not left anything. You can see water quality, waste management, smart parking, golf courses, water leakage, vehicle, auto, all these things are considered and accordingly they work. So this is the small startup which I am about to start. I am looking for an incubation center to incubate it. So with my UG scholars, this will be taking place. So thank you so much, Dr. Amir, for inviting me and giving me the scope. And I think I have winded up a little bit earlier.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ipseeta, for giving your presentation, although it was very technical and many
Yeah.
of us in the house are from the commerce and management background, but still we have few people who are from the tech background. Your content was good. It was related some way to what our theme is. But the important thing is that team building and retaining members in a startup is also very important. That topic will be covered. I'll try to cover it tomorrow. We have one session. So apart from the two topics that are to be covered, we'll also cover in about 5 to 10 minutes the team building and how to get a very good team for a startup. Because however good the idea of a startup is, ultimately it is the team who will bring the result. So we cannot ignore the team of a startup, and we have to know the important aspects of building teams in the startup. So all of you in the house will be covering that topic maybe tomorrow in our last session. That will be from 6 to 8. We'll try to cover it. And tomorrow will be the last session also of this faculty development program. We'll also let all the members know how to get the certificate and how to get the materials that have been used throughout the different sessions that has happened in this faculty development program. Thank you very much, Dr. Ipsita. You have given the technical part, and AI and IoT. These are the buzzword these days. Everyone is talking about AI only. Whenever we go out, we are talking to any person, any student, anyone. Everywhere there is AI buzz in the market, and you have brought this topic. Thank you for that, and very good evening to all of you. Let's meet tomorrow in the concluding session. I have shared the feedback link in the chat. Please try to give feedback that will be also used as the attendance required for providing the certificate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. If anybody want to do any research work related to entrepreneurship or startup, you can communicate me and you can mail me, and so that I can guide you in that respect.
Yes, that is one important aspect of these faculty development program. We get to connect with many industry people and many experts in their different domain. So Dr. Ipsita is in that, and she is inviting people who are interested. So they can contact us also, and we can provide the necessary uh, contact details, etc. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And one important thing to all the participants here, that all the experts who are taking different sessions on different topics are the lifetime members of Commerce and Management Association of India. This association is there to bring the latest topics to every member, and we collaborate with different universities, and then we do webinars and workshops and faculty development program, and all the lifetime members of the association get to become the resource person when the topic is related to their domain. So we invite everyone in the house to become our member so that we can have a bigger team, and with a bigger team we can explore more areas, because many of you may have certain area of expertise which we are lacking. So if we become members of this association, it will be good for the society, and there will be more areas to explore for all of us. So let's end today's session, and we meet again tomorrow. Thank you very much.